I'm Crickets, and welcome to I Have a Story. I made a video talking about Putin, and I want to be an educated person in the world and know what's going on in the world and make the proper decisions myself as an educated person to who to vote for and how to just all around, how do I make the best decisions in life. It takes education to do that, and I want to be educated so I can do that properly. This Putin deal has really got me confused because I watch a lot of, not a lot, but I watch a fair amount of foreign news and keep up with different foreign countries and listen to, speeches that are given by foreign presidents or dictators or whatever title we want to put on them. But we have in America this image that Putin is the big bad wolf. How many of you have ever sat back and listened to any speeches Putin has given? He doesn't talk like one. Part of where I'm really confused, and a huge part of my problem is our government. I have found that my government, and they've come out right out, I don't have to find it. They come out right and slap you in the face with, oh yeah, we've been lying about that for years. We really did do that. I never wanted to think about the moon conspiracy theories and all of that stuff, and all of my life I've pushed it out of my head like, no, that was real. No, it was real. But then there's one thing that just recently came that presented itself to me that made me say, whoa, okay, now I really have to question. Nobody's ever been able to pass through Orion's belt. I believe it's Orion's belt. They can't get through it because of the radiation and it's toxic. A human being can't travel through it. But yeah, we did it one time so long ago, and nobody's ever been able to do it since. Wait a second. Yeah, okay, that's a red flag. That right there, I can listen to you guys talk about pictures and talk about imaging and shadowing and all of this stuff and not really know what to think about of any of that because that's a totally different atmosphere. But that is an absolute red flag. Wait, nobody's ever been able to go through radiation before, but we did it twice. We got through it to get there, and we even did it again to get back. But nobody's ever been able to do it since. Okay, that makes me put my thinker on. But I really don't know what to think because our government just keeps lying to us. I pray to God, I wish we could one day trust our government and not feel all the pain we feel from them instead. So I can't trust what my government has been telling me. He's this huge dictator and there's this big bad wolf and whatever agenda and whatever we've been told. I don't know any of it. What is true? I'm supposed to care so much and we're supposed to give them all our money in Ukraine to fight the big bad wolf, but what's true? Well, I know for sure 110% guaranteed, undeniable truth is what I see right here in my own backyard. What I see in my state, my community, my neighborhoods, my country. I know what is true there because I see it with my own eyes. I talk to the people. I'm there. And I know that is failing horribly. So how can I sit here and even want to think about other countries when, one, it's not our business. I don't understand this. I can understand the group of good versus bad, and we unite to protect one another. Outside of that, it's not our right to tell other people how to live their lives. It's up to other cultures to uprise against the bad and do it on their own. I got a lot more to talk about that. A lot more. But I'm going to save that for another video because I have enough to talk about that in itself. So I'm asking people, please watch some interviews with Putin and listen to him talk. He doesn't talk like a dictator. The words that come out of his mouth, even though the Russian have to be translated, which can kind of be a struggle to focus on sometimes. You hear the foreign voice and you want to focus on that, but then you got to follow up with the translation and try to focus on it all, and that in itself can be a little bit of a struggle for people. I even have my times because I want to hear his voice. I want to hear his tones while he's saying it. I want to hear the words coming out of his specific mouth. But that's not what we get unless I learn Russian. I've got too much in my life to want to learn Russian. I've got people right here who need me. Why can't I learn Russian and try to keep up for them? I don't know what's real. This whole world and with my life has been, I struggle with reality. Part of why I fight against my moral codes to I fight so hard to anything that does not feel morally right. You can push on me a little bit and I teeter. You can push on me a little bit harder, I start to push back. But when my world's pushing so hard all around me, I really have to start pushing harder and harder and stand up and see and face and focus and fight it back. I can put up with little stuff. You can only fill a jar so full. So I ask you, what do you think? Please watch some videos of Putin. Is it all a show? Is it all a game? Is it even real? Is it just another movie on my box that doesn't even exist? It's just a Hollywood set? I swear to God, sometimes it feels like it. Again, if Russia was the big bad wolf and Ukraine can't even take care of itself, why has Russia not already bulldozed Ukraine? I don't want to hear shit about we've given them enough weapons to protect themselves. Baloney. I'm calling shenanigans. You tell me what you think. You tell me, should we even care? Or should we be more focused on what's right here in our own backyard, our own people, and how we take care of our own culture and let other cultures learn how to take care of themselves? I really don't know, because I've been so twisted and confused and deluded with all the ideological and agenda-driven BS. So you know what? Let's close that door, America. Let's shut them out. Screw the rest of the world, and I don't mean that without heart. I mean that with, let's focus on our world. Because ours is going to yeah. We have way too many people in our own country that are hurting, struggling, suffering. And too many are prospering so high to live off the hog that there's no balance. You guys want balance. They're so easy to bring balance. Balance is literally simple. And I'm going to bring you in the answers. I don't understand why people don't understand already naturally, because it used to be natural, even though I do understand, because go back and look at my mental and physical illness videos. I do really understand, but I also don't, because I also know that other people have made it through that loop, but I also understand that things don't affect everybody the same, and how to be a person to bring as many people back to reality as I can. I believe in freedom. You don't have to believe and live the life and the things that I do. But we all have to have a ground value foundation to stand on. We need to come back together and unite as people. Part of why we are falling, because we are divided. So I'm going to ask people, please watch some, go out and they're all over YouTube, watch some videos of Putin. I mean, I've watched some about, some other countries and their leaders talk, like China. He does not talk, he talks like a dictator. He does not talk like Putin. Putin put on a show and he's just, all right, well, I got company.